Do you ever have people tell you that this isn't legitimate art? It seems to me it's a
yes,
marvelous form of pop art.
Well, you get varied reactions if if you do any contemporary artist that does anything other than of the Andrew Wyatt school, people are gonna throw barbs at you and say you're crazy and why do you do that kind of thing. They don't understand it, but I think a lot of people like it, understand it, and enjoy it.
I noticed that you like old forms of transportation. I love the two balloons that you did.
Well, the old stuff that I use, I think it reflects the kind of things I used to do in the old days. The old cars and the old trains are just a lot more interesting than the new ones. The ones are slick looking, but the old clunky things I used to make, that's kind of what inspires me, is the old steam engines, the old cars, the balloons.
Of course, I've heard many artists ask what they do to get inspiration. Do they wait for the muses to visit them? And I've heard artists reply in return, heavens no, you have to go to the studio every day at a given time, and if the muses don't come, you work anyway. Is this true for you also?
Well, I go out in the shop, and I have times when stuff just goes together just beautifully. You just hit, and I can do 2-3 things, in a night maybe, some small things, or get started on some things, and some ideas that I've got. And sometimes I've got there for an hour and get absolutely nothing done at all. And, I'll pick up something, I'll throw it across the studio and walk out,
And then you have all sorts of wonderful new things from that watch that you shattered.
Right. So, nothing is preconceived or planned. In fact, this train started as a car, and I started with this section here, and after I got it finished, it just wasn't interesting enough to me, so I kept adding and producing that train. But that's the nice thing about it, is it's you have the spontaneity of the thing, not having to be stuck with one idea, or a preconceived notion is really gonna cramp my style. If I just can go and do what I want to do, it can come out to be a train or a car or whatever, But your end result is a lot of times what you hadn't really planned on at first, and this is what makes it nice.